If you're gonna be mean, if you're gonna be rude, if you're gonna try to kick people that are new to the hobby and make them feel bad about themselves, me and Adam gonna come whoop that ass. What's going on, guys? Louis, Flexin' Pythons. We're gonna be doing a reaction video today from Adam Wickens. He posted a video. We are killing the reptile hobby. Stop doing this. If you don't know who Adam Wickens is, go check him out. His link's gonna be in the description down below. From Wickens Wicked Reptiles is his YouTube channel name. So make sure chances are you're already following him. But just in case, it's gonna be in the description below. So he said, we are killing the reptile hobby, stop doing this. I figured that title right there, that's a good title. That's a killer title. And it made it to where, like, I at least gotta record my reaction and go off this video. And worst case scenario, I don't upload it to YouTube. But if you're watching this, it was good. I think I should upload it. Before we get into watching the actual video, I gotta give a big shout out to my boy, UpScale X-otics. Get a nice little picture of that, nice little sticker, sticky. Why did I say that so many times? Anyways, go make sure you follow UpScale X-otics. He also has a YouTube channel. His link's gonna be down in the description below for like ball pythons and all that stuff. He breeding, he making all kinds of crazy stuff. He just made an ultramel, pied, leopard, all kinds of craziness. Stuff that I want, stuff that I plan on buying, something hopefully. Anyways, so let's get into it. Make sure you check him out though. Links in the description. All right, Adam, tell us how we killing the hobby here, man. Tell us how we about to wait. Hold, Adam. Yo, what's on your neck, Adam? Yo, Adam. Yo, you gotta get some makeup. Cover that thing up, my dude. Yeah, cover it up.
I love the reptile hobby, and I want everyone to enjoy it. But if you want it to stick around, you need to stop doing this.
Whoa! Whoa! Yo, Adam! Yo, right off the bat, that's how we starting it, huh? Can we just, let's go back real. It's only like, what, 4 seconds. The first 4 seconds, I feel like Adam's directly talking to me and he's pissed off at me. I don't know what I did. Let's see what's up. I gotta rewatch it.
The reptile hobby, and I want everyone to enjoy it. But if you want it to stick around, you need to stop doing this.
Adam fired up right now. Adam he hates the world right now or something. Yo, he heated. That's a heated intro.
Okay, that was pretty strongly worded.
That's strong as hell.
Someone's mother. What I mean is there are 5 things, in my opinion, that we are doing that are contributing or giving ammunition to those animal rights.
Yo, did Diamond bite your neck or something? I gotta know. Like, what's up? I don't know, because I know she bites your ear, right? She biting necks now. I can see she clawing you. I'm guessing it's from the dragon. I just don't know what... I want to know what Diamond did. That's beside the point. That has nothing to do with the video. Let's stay on track here now.
Rights groups who are trying to take away our reptiles. And very first, I'm not against animal rights groups. I'm just against the ones that say, oh, all snakes are killers, and therefore we should ban... You understand what
I mean, technically, all snakes are killers unless they're on frozen thawed.
I'm saying.
But I get what you're saying.
There's a bunch of bans going through. There's a bunch of bans that are proposed. None of them make any sense.
That's just a bunch of ban stuff, yeah?
Do not work, and the people behind them and the people responsible for tabling them have no interest at all in anything besides taking away your reptiles. So, these are the 5 things I think that we can improve on in the hobby that will ensure...
So basically, this is 5 things that... I guess he's relating it as if these things right here is kind of reasons why there's more bans and more restrictions and things like that. Maybe that's not the whole thing, but I'm kind of getting part of what what's coming across to me. Things that we do makes it hard. We make life harder on ourselves, basically, is what I'm trying to say. We make life harder on ourselves because of our actions as a community. With more bans and more whatever. So
sure that the next generation can enjoy it the same way we do. So I'll break it down into 5 things to make it easily digestible and fun to watch super quick, starting with number 5, infighting. And what I mean by infighting is fighting amongst each other publicly on the internet like a bunch of silly gooses. Nothing makes...
Yo, everyone, like, I feel like all communities do that, but it's absolutely right. It's stupid as hell. Like, yo, you got a favorite football team or favorite whatever. Go Dogs! Georgia Bulldogs, whatever it is. NFL, hockey. You got a favorite team, and, like, you be, like, putting your opinion in, like, some player, like, oh, this guy should start or whatever. Or, yo, I love my quarterback. And then you got other people, same team, fan of the same team, and they just hating on you for all your, I get what that's definitely in the hobby. I've seen it. It's pretty much in every hobby. And yeah, so that's a good point right off the bat. Now I'm ready to let's go in detail about it here.
A group of people look more ununited and unorganized than fighting with each other about something that they both love. It makes us look stupid. Why do people infight? Because they like to either hate on somebody for something they've done, or they want to show somebody how much more they know than you. It's one of these kind of measuring contests, if you know what I mean.
Okay, he said that picture. Let's go back to it real quick, because that's good. He right too. I just wanted to get a better look at the picture real quick, because I kind of I was listening to when he was talking. I just want to take a look at it real quick. Condescending comment walking this way. Internet experts are looking at the condescending comment like, dang, that's smoking. And then I guess everyone's ignoring giving helpful advice. Pretty much what I'm getting out of the picture, which is all true stuff.
Contest, if you know what I mean. And it's stupid. What you should do if you see something, or in my opinion, if you see something that is super suspect on the internet, on a Facebook group or Reddit or whatever, is message the person and talk to them. Don't attack them publicly. Don't jump in and start attacking people publicly.
Yo, that's just being grown right there. That's just some grown stuff. You got an issue with someone, you talk to them directly. I agree. Adam, right on point here. You talk to them directly. What are we, children? You gonna fight it? You gonna fight? Yo, you gonna fight? You want to fight? Is it gonna be some fighting words? You want to have? It's like in high school, and everyone like gathers around. You want everyone to gather around you as like you say your mean comments and whatever, and let people. Yeah, I get that for sure.
Publicly and piling on. You look dumb. Stop doing it, and you make all of us look dumb.
Thing with me is,
Yo, I ain't trying to look dumb as hell, and then he puts in a freaking some trailer park boys. That's what I'm talking about.
I am smart, and I'm self-smarted.
It says Joe Blow, Reptile Forum Bully.
Because this is the like 1%. So I'm kind of preaching to the choir, because I'm sure you don't do this if you watch this video. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch videos like this, because you wouldn't care. But anyone who does care about this community doesn't do this. Nobody who cares about this community is fighting on the internet and calling people names and attacking people who have, like, on their Instagram or whatever.
All of us are people. We're all imperfect. I feel like one time or the other, we've all done probably something on this in this top 5 somewhere, right? I'm guessing. He's saying like no, like I mean realistically, like we all got to grow up and mature, right? When I was, you know, when you're 20, you probably do all kinds of things, temper as you grow up. Hopefully as you grow up, you start to not do this stuff, or it's not a big deal. Where it's you're not trying to prove a point and measure your junk on the internet. But yeah, I don't want no one to do this stuff. But I mean, to be honest, like if we're all honest with ourselves, like we're not perfect, and I feel like if you have done one of these things, it's okay. Like let's just be better. You know what I'm saying?
It's just silly, because something that these animal lobbyist groups like to use is like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. This is a group of people dedicated to this, and they don't know what they're talking about. Look, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing. Now, I know this might seem stupid, but it's not. It seems pretty obvious that we need to unite and be a strong type of family and kind of keep this hobby alive, rather than fighting with each other to prove who knows what. If you don't agree with somebody and you think they're doing something wrong, message them. Don't fight with them on the internet publicly.
Yeah.
People...
Be grown. Be grown. You talk to them directly.
Are willing to listen and change if you are giving constructive criticism and not being a jerk to them. Every time. Well, maybe not every time, but if you're being a jerk to someone, they'll never listen to you.
Yeah, that's true. Yo, if you're gonna be mean to someone, they're gonna listen to you. No, they're gonna be like, no one wants to talk to you if you being rude. Like that's just common sense, right? But then that doesn't mean that if you're going to be nice, like everyone's going to listen to you, because some people don't take constructive criticism. Some people get offended. Some people cry. Some people just go right on the defensive. But your best chances, for sure, Adam is right. Your best chance of trying to show someone maybe the right way of doing something, or whatever the topic is of that's debatable, your best chance is coming. If you're coming with a genuine heart, you're coming in a place of love, better chance of reaching someone right there.
Period. Number 4, talking about animals like they are commodities. Now, I see nothing wrong with making a living breeding animals. There is nothing wrong with selling animals that you've produced. as long as you do it in an ethical way and you're not putting the
That's a cute little hog, by the way. That's a cute little shovelhead.
money first. Again, preaching to the choir. I don't think you do this. I know I don't do this. I make $0 selling animals. I pay more to breed because it's a hobby for me than I make. And there's nothing wrong with that either, as long as you are going about it the right way. I'm not gonna beat this dead horse. It's just a simple thing.
I mean, that could be with anything, though. I feel like all hobbies, like, you could put money first or don't, you know, whatever. But he's right. You know, these are animals. These are living. Do it for the love of just the animals that you enjoy, right? Don't make it all about the money. But at the same time, like, don't feel bad about making money either. But it shouldn't be your number one priority. Absolutely not. I definitely agree. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be your reason for having animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should thoroughly enjoy them. You shouldn't be excited and you know, hold them and whatever. Don't just make it about the money. Adam's right. There's a lot of people that just put money first, or especially like ball pythons. People just get into ball pythons and just think, yo, I'm gonna it's a quick way to make some money. And it's like, enjoy they don't really enjoy the hobby as much as they enjoy the thought of making a bunch of money. That I feel like that for sure, like Adam, like he's right there. If you're one of those people where you more pumped about the money as opposed to whatever you're into, you know, whatever, snakes, lizards, whatever, as far as like holding them and breeding them or just the genetics and just talking about them in general. If you're more excited about the money instead of the actual animals themselves and everything that goes into it, you know, this ain't for you.
Don't talk about animals like all that matters is the money. I'm only breeding this animal because I'm only breeding spider ball pythons because it brings in a lot of money. There's got to be a better reason than it brings in a lot of money. If you're breeding to get rich, you're in the wrong hobby, my friend. You are going to spend way more money before you make $1 than you would ever expect.
I can see if you're breeding to get rich, yeah, you are in the wrong hobby. Now me, everyone wants to make some, like, no, I'm not saying everyone wants to make some money, but it's nice if you can make some, right? Like, my goal, like, it's definitely, like, my only goal right now that I have is one day, I just want the hobby to pay for itself. I'm not breeding my own rats. Either you can breed rats or you can be happy. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to buy my stuff. But one day I'm just hoping that, like, I could sell some snakes one day every year, and I know that when I sell those snakes, like, food for my personal collection, like, they can be fed for the whole year based off of what I sold. You know, that's kind of my goal, and it's not for the money at all. Like, I'm not trying to make. Eventually you want to make profit and all that stuff, but it's like I'm completely content if I can just break even. You know.
So. This is mostly for people who are new to breeding, and very, very few of them. Most of us love animals, and that's why we do it, and that is the right reason to do it. Number 3, breaking laws. Now, this seems like, okay, I get it. Not a lot of laws, or at least there are a lot of laws that do not make sense. I totally agree with this. Saskatchewan banned ball pythons. A place where it's...
Saskatchewan banned the home of the Rough Riders. They banned ball pythons,
6 months, and ball python has never killed anybody. What are we doing?
Shout out to Jordan Reeves. That's my dude. What's up, man?
Arbitrary laws, and a lot of them are. Here's how some of those laws go into effect. I live in a place where a neighboring town, a few years back, an alligator got out of someone's basement, got hit by a car. It got a huge story in the newspaper, and then the next month, we outlawed crocodilians in that place. Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure they were already outlawed, but they started outlawing and starting to put a bylaw banning other species. So even though crocodilians were already in the bylaw that you could not keep them, they're just like, crocodilians? What else can we tack on to this? It brought something to the surface that wasn't there before. You bringing someone's attention.
So by someone messing up, being irresponsible, he's basically saying you put a light on it, and then they're just going to be banning stuff that just to ban it because they can relate it somehow to something that's happened.
To something that really you shouldn't be. Another more famous case from a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, was that
the Cobra thing,
in the
right?
US, I think it was South Carolina. I'll correct it if I'm wrong.
That the zebra cobra, yeah, I remember that. Some famous TikTok kid
had a big platform on TikTok, And now, I think he got out of jail time, but there's a massive fine. He got all of his animals taken away.
Yo, what's the fine for like that is pretty nuts. Like you let a cobra out, like that could be someone's life. I don't know anything about a zebra cobra though, but I imagine, you know.
And they're trying to push through new legislation or bylaws or whatever it is that they're doing to ban reptiles. Yeah, I don't know exactly. They're going through a legal proceeding to try to ban more reptiles. And do you know why? Because this kid was careless. He was careless. So if you are careless and you break law...
Yeah, he was careless, for sure. You lose a cobra, yo. Like, you lose one. And then I believe, like, it was even a bigger deal because he didn't report it. He didn't say anything to anyone. And you just let a cobra just out and, like, whatever. Like, I think could bite a kid. It bite, like, it's important that people around you know that there's a damn cobra on the loose. like to watch out. Like, watch where you step or something, you know? Like, if you walk in and there's a big-ass tarantula on the ground or a big spider and... you scared to hell. I'm scared. Don't judge me. I'm afraid of tarantulas. And I ain't trying, like a Goliath bird eater. Like, no one wants to get bit by one of those, right? You don't just, like, if there's one on the ground, you tell people, right? Or like, yo, there's something loose that can hurt you, right? Cobra, that's something that you tell people, right? This isn't a ball python. It's not like you lost a garter snake. Damn cobra. Cobra. Like, let's be responsible. Yeah, it's embarrassing, I guess, for someone, right? Like, oh, I was irresponsible there, right? But it doesn't make it better by being, let's one up the irresponsibilityness. Is that a word? Whatever. Let's one up it, and let's be even more irresponsible and not tell anyone that it's missing. Like,
even if they don't make sense, you're hurting the hobby. If you get caught,
you are, man.
Especially
now what? Now that states they're trying to come up with stuff
just
venomous and
you know the law doesn't make
before
sense.
They had nothing.
Instead, try to change the law. Write to whoever it is that's responsible for these things. If it's your city council or whoever it is that takes care of these votes and takes care of these things, write into them, ban with your reptile family, and try to make progress. Because they actually did in Saskatchewan. There's a whole bunch of things they're allowed to keep now that they weren't before. And that didn't happen because a bunch of people broke the law.
Yo, prayers out to all the kids in Saskatchewan that just want a ball python, man.
So, I'm just saying, I mean, I know it sucks, but don't be a silly goose. Don't be the bad apple.
Don't be a silly goose, man.
Number 2 thing we're doing to ruin the hobby, getting in over our heads. I want to make something very clear. I'm not coming down on you if you're part of this club or
can we just, Diamond is just so calm. Like sometimes I just look at Diamond, I'm just like, I kind of want to lay my head on Adam's shoulder because Diamond makes it look so damn comfy.
In fact, I'm only coming down on you if you know it and you're doing nothing about it. This is what I mean. If you have more reptiles than you can take care of, and because of that, you are neglecting some of your animals, you're a terrible person if you realize it and do nothing about it. But it can happen, and you don't realize it until one day you get so burnt out, you just can't manage anymore. So before that point happens, reevaluate what you're doing. Did you get a species that maybe you're not ready for? It takes too much of your time. Did you get a new job? Did you start school? Is there a reason why you might be in over your head? And it happens. I get it. I love reptiles. I wish I could keep one of everything. But the reason I don't keep one of everything, and the reason that although I bought a very expensive enclosure for a tegu and I don't have one, is I want to make sure with the new reptile room, the new responsibilities that I have, with the changes in my life, I'm going to be able to keep good care of a tegu.
Yo, and that's exactly what's up. You get a tegu, don't have one yet, yeah. A lot of people, they do get in over their head. Absolutely. You see it all the time from either people you personally know or, I mean, you just, you visit people. Shoot, even I feel like some like local shops, like they just have too much stuff. Like it's just like, come on, like this is your job. Like, why aren't you taking care of things? Or why it just, we've all seen stuff like that, right? But he's absolutely right. Like me, like, what do I want? I've always wanted a Burmese python, right? I was always like, I'll get a male, but I haven't gotten one still. Why? Because they're big, heavy-bodied snake. And it's all the planning and just knowing that right now it's this big, right? But eventually one day it's gonna be huge as hell, right? Huge. And do I really want that? Can I have that? Is it it's just the point is just thinking ahead, thinking ahead instead of just like, oh, I want this right now. learn as much as you can, and then eventually you might see something where it's like, am I really ready for this right now? A lot of people, they just impulsively buy, and then they learn about whatever animal they bought. You know, maybe you learn ahead, and you can prevent yourself from, you know, having to rehome an animal. I don't know.
Is killing me. I want one so bad.
I want to take it too. I've been wanting an Ackie monitor.
And these new things I've taken on in life, I can manage.
But I don't want to
then I'm going
feed.
to
I don't, you know.
Just
I like the whole
pet
snakes like
ownership
once a week
101.
feeding thing.
So basically, don't get species that you know you can't take care of or afford, and that's the other thing. If you're getting one over your head and you can't afford it, you gotta sell it. Don't get something you know you can't afford. And I mean, just overall, if you have too many animals, hire someone to help you, or if you can't do that, maybe rehome some. But don't just live in constant, I gotta work. Live in a place where it's fun to take care of your animals and it doesn't seem like a job that you're not even making money at.
Yeah.
Don't treat it like it's a responsibility that you must have. It's not. It's a privilege, and it could be taken away from us if we get in over our heads.
Keep it fun. He's pretty much saying it should still be fun. It's a, like, you don't have a hobby so that you can like be irritated, or like you don't pick a hobby so that you can just like stress yourself out over. Like, it should still be fun. Have fun.
The number one thing that I think we're doing.
Number one thing. Let's pay attention.
Something that you will not see coming. You can guess right now. What do you think I'm gonna say?
Hold on. He said guess. What did he? Okay, I remember all the things. What's he gonna say? What? Yeah, guys. What's he gonna say? What do we do? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Going over the other things that he's talked about. What's killing the damn hobby? He hasn't talked about it growing. He's talked about how we hurt it. What hurts the hobby? What kills the hobby? I don't know. He already said being mean to people. I was gonna say like, he didn't say being mean, but like on the internet and stuff, and like not giving constructive criticism. Like, is that the same as like being rude to people like that are like new people, right? New people. You have new people. If you're gonna be a jerk to them, then like they'll be like, I don't really like, this ain't for me, or they'll just like kind of keep to themselves and they won't submerge themselves into the hobby. They'll just kind of stay in their own like lane, which is like maybe like they'll just stay in like their house and just their animals and like not really be a part of the community. I don't know.
It's actually something that I truly believe. Number one, pushing new keepers out of the hobby.
Well, that's not what I said exactly, but that's kind of like, I didn't say pushing them out of the hobby. I just kind of pushed, like I was kind of saying like they aren't welcomed into the community aspect of it. I don't know. This is good point. You're right.
Not only is it rude to push new people out
rude
of
as
the hobby,
hell,
to act like a big shot, to make fun of people who ask questions that you know the answer to, it's also stupid. Because guess what? The only way that a hobby is...
I will say that, like, I don't want to say I'm guilty of this because I have good intentions, right? But I'm always joking and sarcastic, and sometimes my sarcasm doesn't come across in my little typing the right way. And so, like, there'll be, like, questions and things like that in, like, some of the Facebook groups or whatever. And now I'm thinking back, and I'm like, I hope people didn't think I was an asshole, you know? Because I was just... And then, but a bunch of other people would be, like, little laughing faces and stuff. So I know the majority of people thought it was funny. But now when I'm looking back, it's like, maybe I shouldn't do that. See, like I said, we're all not perfect. None of us are perfect. And, like, I could see how maybe something that I've said on a Facebook group or something, people will be like, yo, that guy's a freaking jerk. But really, like... I was just, I don't know. I thought I was just making like humor of it, and there was a bunch of other people that already like said good answers. So, but I don't ever want to come off like a jerk. So now Adam got me rethinking myself. Am I who I want to be? Is this where I want to be when Jesus come back?
It's going to grow is if it has new people coming in every year and more of them than the year before. The greatest example that I like to use is mixed martial arts. 20 years ago, they were doing shows in like 2 states because that's all it was legal in, for 2,000 people in the crowd. This year, the highest paid athlete in the world was an MMA fighter. And the reason for that is that community grew. And the reason that they grew is because they had a bunch of new people coming in and it was fun for them. As soon as a hobby like keeping reptiles is no longer fun, or you get a bad taste in your mouth at the beginning, not only do you not participate in that hobby, but you get a bad taste in your mouth and maybe you don't like it. Maybe you've got a different perspective than you could have, and maybe you're not on our team anymore. And by our team, I mean responsible pet owners that...
Is that a doom boa? I think it was. That thing's beautiful as hell.
Want to push this hobby to other responsible pet owners or people that could be. Get them while they're young. Be nice to new keepers. And I'm not saying young like kids, I just mean people who are uninitiated, who are getting into this hobby. Why would you be rude to them? It doesn't make any sense.
Don't.
Just be nice. And I see this all the time from a very small group of individuals who are just rude to people on the internet about snakes or reptiles or whatever for no reason. It makes no sense. Let's not have a toxic hobby. There's no reason for it. We've got enough challenges as it is. Most people in the world think snakes are icky. So why aren't we trying to convert more of those people? The more people we have loving snakes and reptiles, the more people are going to be open-minded and willing to open their eyes. So all you're doing by pushing away new keepers is putting this hobby in a dangerous and much worse place.
Damn.
Okay, I'm just going to step off.
Yo, he came off. He said you put it in a dangerous... Woo! Yo, Adam got away with words sometimes. Outside of the word icky, he got away with words.
My soapbox very casually here. This was probably a shorter video. I hope you would enjoy it.
Okay, so that's pretty much that wraps up this video, right?
This one is simply be kind, be nice, be responsible, and stop hurting the hobby in any way that you can help it. And all I'm trying to say here is use common sense. All of these things are common sense things. I don't own the key. I don't have any secret knowledge on how to save the hobby. I just am part of the hobby. I have been for over a decade, and I see the things that I think contribute to negative stigma about reptiles, and negative stigma about reptiles is what lobby groups that want to take them away from us use as ammunition. So that's it. I want to say thank you for hitting like.
You're welcome. I will like this after I watch it, or after I get out of this. But, so basically, I mean, this was a good video. He made all good points. And he got me reevaluating myself, because I mean, to be honest, it's like I've done some of this stuff, not always on purpose, or I didn't have like malicious intent, but sometimes like I'm not just out trying to be a jerk to people, but like definitely like there was times when I was like, when I first got into snakes, and I got my first, you know, I had a corn snake, then I got some ball pythons, and I had like 3 boas. I was like 13, 14 years old, right? And I thought I was 14, and I was just like, thought I was like, you know, knew it all, you know, thought I knew it all. And so people that didn't know anything, like I definitely came off like a jerk probably now when I look back. And I feel like there's, if we're all honest with ourselves, like there's times where some of us, we probably could have been better, representatives of like welcoming, or just the hobby in general. Just, we could have been better. We could have been just better people. Let's just be better people, damn. Let's just be real with ourselves. Let's be better people, and let's welcome folks. And I got a lot out of this, and Adam got me rethinking. You know, I feel like I mean I've grown a lot since I was 13 years old, but as I'm 30, like there's still, you know, I'm still a work in progress, just like I think all of us are, right? We should all be. We should all be trying to keep getting better, and just, you know, self-improvement, self-growth, always doing that stuff. And so you got me rethinking a little bit. But I mean, basically what it comes down to, I want to end it here, guys. First of all, thank you. If you like these kind of videos and that stuff and whatever, please go down there, subscribe, hit like. And I'm going to wrap it up with this though, okay? If you're going to be mean, if you're going to be rude, if you're going to try to kick people that are new to the hobby and make them feel bad about themselves, me and Adam going to come whoop that ass. Not really gonna whoop that ass, but you're hurting it. He's right. I wouldn't say killing the hobby, but you're not helping it. You're not promoting it in a positive light. That's what we should be doing. We should be trying to promote it in a positive light, right? What we think about these animals. How come we're not trying to get other people to think and feel the same way that we feel and think about them? Yo, Adam, good video. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.